course, made those things public, but that was never personal. He was working for the government, and you know, working for a government, you're not always making your own personal decisions. We have remained friends at a personal level. And a number of times, whenever we have met on occasions in Kajiado or in Narok, each time we have had a fun time with him. I've told him that, you know, you are making Jubilee more efficient than it should be. So it is very unfortunate that he has died at this moment in time. He was trying to do his best. I've always told him that don't overreach yourself in terms of this. There is always life after this service. And we are friends with him. As a member of parliament, he was a sportsman. As you know, he has been participating in Lewa Downs Marathon on a yearly basis. But his other passion was small arms. And I made him the Assistant Minister for Defense. And he served very diligently. And he was a member of the international community fighting against proliferation of small arms and how they can be controlled as a way of trying to control international terrorism. So he has used his knowledge and expertise in the service of this country. And therefore, in that regard, we all condole with his family, with members of his community, as Kenyans for his loss.
Prime Minister Nkaissery leaves the country at a critical juncture when everyone is talking about the elections, and in the interim, Matiang'i has been given to hold brief for the docket. What do you think about this?
Well, this is, of course, a critical time in terms of security dockets, and I've seen that Matiang'i has been appointed. But what shocked me, what surprised me, is that before they even sent messages of condolence, the first action was to appoint somebody in an acting capacity. In my view, that is doing things upside down. Well, the Jubilee is a government. They can appoint whoever they want to appoint in a docket. What we want as Kenyans is to see free, fair, and transparent elections. We really don't want this scarecrowing, which will actually scare people from exercising their democratic right to vote. We are urging Kenyans to prepare themselves to vote. We are convinced that there will be no violence. Violence only comes if elections are rigged. And since we are being assured that elections are not going to be rigged, there should really be no fear of violence. But we also want to urge the IEBC to respect the rule of law. The court has made a decision, and in fact I think the court was very generous, that they also recognize a fait accompli with regard to the other elections and allow the contracts which have already been entered into, where printing of the ballot papers has started, to proceed. They had said that the presidential ballot papers printing is not going to start until 18th of this month. That is more than a week from now. And there is sufficient time because the ballot papers do not have to be printed until 1 week to the elections. And we still have a month to do so. So they cannot come up with time as an excuse for wanting to review the ruling of the court. And the most important thing is that this contract was entered into in a shoddy way, in a very cloudy manner, and that their intentions are sinister. And that's the reason why they've been directed by the courts to start the process afresh. We as stakeholders in these elections are ready and willing to participate in consultations starting from any time now, so that they don't make the same mistakes which they have made so many times since last year.
Does this occurrence perhaps alter your campaign schedule today?
We, of course, are going, whatever we're doing, we'll observe silence in honor of General Nkaissery, wherever we're going. And we urge Kenyans to keep it in mind and continue to condole. We hope that arrangements are going to be made soon, so that we know when it's going to be laid to rest. And we will then be paying our respects at that time. We have already communicated our messages of condolence to the family.
I just joined my brother Raila and my friends here, Governor Joho, Charity, and Secretary General